Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Saturday, July 11th, 2015. Ra, Pan, and Asha in the Lynn-Body-Mind. Fritz and Black Wolf in the Jamie Body-Mind. Other teammates in other dimensions. We have been given an assignment quite some time ago to go back in time and find all the original errors, or as many of them as it takes, to find and correct in order to provide a collective restart right now. We have begun that, but are by no means complete. That is our intention for today's session, to go back in time and find more errors and correct them. And with that, it begins. These two body minds have accepted as a tenet, as a cornerstone of the effort, that nothing matters more than the constant presence of truth. And so any souls coming into these body minds must either sign off as agreeing on that, or be outed as a body snatcher, in which case those rules apply.
That's true.
Over and over again during the opening process, I'm shown something out of Pan's eyes, some aspect of Pan, perhaps a higher soul, but he's watching someone he knows, some nature realms being.
Yes.
And money is changing hands between this nature realms being and someone else.
That's true.
And Pan is saying that was a mistake.
That's true.
And it seems to have been quite some time ago. And neither of those people, party to that monetary exchange, feel like really good people.
No.
Their intentions
low
are
integrity, bad intentions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well put. What now? How may we be of service right now to provide a collective restart right now? Well, we follow the nature realm sky, I believe.
Yeah, I see us walking down a tunnel. It looks like an underground tunnel.
And he's coming into a room full of people, and these people don't look very happy.
No.
And he said, I did it. And now there's argument.
Right. And they're
saying,
whoa,
how could you have
whoa.
done that? Some of them feel very
betrayed.
And they're like jumping out of the chairs.
Right. It's like he handed over the
keys to
yeah.
the kingdom. And this is something from the reaction of these people in the meeting. This
Yes.
is something that had been discussed in the meeting and then rejected.
Right. It was brought up as an idea.
And it was
and
discussed
rejected.
thoughtfully.
Yeah.
And everyone came to the conclusion that that was a poor choice.
No, we're not going to do that.
And he had been the one saying, this is what
It's
we need
going
to do.
work. That's true.
And he just did it.
That's true.
Wow. What we're looking for are the errors. So the error occurs back in that meeting, the earlier meeting, where it's really clear that this person hasn't given up the idea, doesn't have good integrity, and shouldn't be left unsupervised.
That's true.
Or take those keys away from him.
Right.
And I see, it looks like 3 wise women, but that might be a metaphor,
Yes.
who can tell that this gentleman isn't responsible enough to be keeper of the keys, but they aren't speaking up.
That's true.
It's the Asha error, the Betty Jean error.
That's true.
Thinking I could be wrong, but hiding behind that fig leaf and
Right.
in fact being cowardly.
That's true.
And that's the error, is giving in to cowardice rather than saying, I could be wrong, but... And to put the idea on the table and let those who have a backbone but lack mental clarity say,
Right.
that's right,
That's
actually.
true. Yeah.
And no, hand us the keys. And so
That's
let's
true.
back up to that earlier meeting. And Asha says she's happy to kind of like align with those 3 elderly women. And I see her sitting.
Yeah,
in,
it's like clicking into place.
Yes, in between them. I'm sorry, I could be wrong, but it seems to me that you haven't changed your mind, that this thoughtful discussion that has just occurred hasn't changed your way of thinking at all, and you still think that the way to go is to sell the keys to the nature realms kingdom.
That's true.
And that you intend to still do it.
That's true.
And if that's the case, then you shouldn't be charged with the responsibility of keeping the keys on behalf of the rest of us.
That's true.
Someone else who's willing to live by the desires of the collective or by the decisions of the collective should be entrusted with keeping the keys. Now, I could be wrong. What is it you intend to do? Whether or not he says something that's a lie or the truth, it's clear to everyone that, oh, wait a minute, we can't leave him with the keys. That's craziness.
That's having the fox guard the hen house.
It's having a rooster who's willing to sell off his hens
guard the hen house. That's true.
He's getting ready to go cut a deal with a fox.
That's true.
And he'll take maybe his favorite hens and be out by chance, be out of the coop that night.
That's true.
Right? And, oh well, too bad for those other hens, but he's got his bankroll.
That's true.
Selfishness, a scion of selfishness here in the nature realms too. Look, just live streaming this up.
It's funny, it's even less integrity than having the fox guard the hen house. At least then the fox openly intends to eat the hens.
True. Here the rooster can't be trusted. Who would the rooster be?
Right. Pan says he knows who the rooster is.
He does seem to know who the rooster is.
And it makes him sad.
Really sad.
He liked that rooster.
Yes. But the reality is the reality.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Well, what do we do? Well, he's right here in the meeting. We just go back in time. He's here. We know that he in the future is going to do it. We don't need to wait for it to unfold. Here's the video.
Here's the footage.
We see it. Arrest him.
Yeah.
Arrest him.
And take the keys away.
And take the keys away. And now undo the trail, the energy trail.
Sending up the errors.
So it's actually a gift to him, great good fortune, to be arrested before he actually did it and just had the intention to do it and the wherewithal with which to do it.
That's true, at least capping the bad karma.
Yes, giving him a chance to begin to make restitution.
Restitution, that's true.
And he wants to argue that he shouldn't have to make restitution, that he didn't actually do it. But karma is dependent not only on our actions, those of course speak loudest, but our words speak and our thoughts speak.
That's true.
Our intentions are more powerful than we think they are. Our intentions matter a lot more than we think they do.
That's true.
Poor intentions combined with the means with which to carry out the poor intentions are how all the harm in the worlds upon worlds have ever been created. Or most of them. Not
Lots
all
of them.
Lots of
That's
it.
true.
Lots of the harm.
That's true.
Pan is starting to just work structurally with this. He's pulling out what looks like a root. A reddish root.
That's true.
And just pulling it out. It's where this transaction led to the next transaction and the next and the next and the next.
That's true.
We're just undoing it. And now I see also someone, but it also looks like Pan, so it might be another higher soul of Pan here helping, is repairing the hen house, the chicken coop. Let's look at those 3 old hens and see if there's anything else they need to say.
Oh, that's true. Asking to be shown.
There is.
There is.
It's about someone else in this meeting.
That's true.
And so again, Asha stands up and says, I could be wrong, but it seems to me that that gentleman right there also has intentions that aren't good, and he doesn't intend to carry out the will of the collective. He doesn't intend to carry out the decisions of this governing body.
That's true.
He intends to do whatever it is he wants to do. Now maybe his idea has been put on the table and maybe it hasn't, but it's really clear that he intends to do what he wants to do and not live by the decisions of the collective.
That's true.
They're showing me an instruction manual on how to dry up the Colorado River, which is a huge river and the major delivery system of water in the parched Southwest. How to do it is just divert it lots and lots of little times.
That's true.
Selling it off to the highest bidder so that by the time it gets to Mexico, there's nothing left.
That's true.
And ha ha ha, that's their problem, isn't it? Ha ha ha. After all, that's on the other side of the border. Ha,
that's true. It's our land.
Let's work the oneness chakra. My story is This original sin is selfishness.
That's true.
How does one live in a drought with not enough water for everyone, knowing that everyone's value is potentially greater than our own?
That's true.
Again, here we are in this meeting. That
That's
gentleman
true.
is about to do something.
That's true.
The error of the group is still in play because you still haven't stripped him of his, well, but in this case you'd be stripping him of his shovel.
Right, that's true.
This person is intending to steal water, just digging a ditch from the Colorado River, so to speak,
That's
to
true.
A private plot of land.
That's true.
He has a shovel.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
poor intention.
That's true.
Yeah.
So first to say we can see what you're doing, or we can see what you intend to do.
And to arrest him.
And to arrest him.
Here's the video in thought, word, and deed. No, you do not speak for the owners of the river.
That's true.
Who are 7 generations unborn.
That's true.
The owners of the river are those to whom it is going, not those from whom it came.
That's true. And we're taking your shovel.
The grace belongs to the person who it's being sent to.
That's true.
He wants to divert grace.
Oh, I see that.
Fascinating.
That is fascinating.
Well, so let's undo all the diversions of grace, because aren't they in fact errors? Of course they
That's
are.
true.
Because does anyone really intend to rack up bad karma?
No.
Again, these nature realms being don't seem to buy into, quote, buy into the karma conversation. They're saying, oh, yeah, there's your bad karma.
That's true.
The law of cause and effect is real, and a lot of now extinct species probably would agree with that.
That's true.
Bifurcate.
Ooh, that's true.
Who know that nothing matters more than the constant presence of truth to the center.
All others
flung away, and this bifurcation is happening
Fast
faster
now,
and faster
spinning,
and
spinning,
faster.
spinning.
And so while our perception is that we're flinging others away, how it actually feels is that everything else is solid and we're spinning and going up.
I was feeling
Really
that same
fast.
feeling.
Zoom.
Very bright white light and whirring
Straight
noise.
Pan says, wait.
Yeah.
That there's another big nature realms error, and he says he thinks he knows where it is, and it's farther back in time.
Oh, I can feel it.
And it has to do with decision making for the nature realms, and how there was a king, and he was a good king, and it feels like he was a good king, and that he ruled well, similar to how the Dalai Lama is a good ruler for the people of Tibet.
That's true.
And but this king felt like it wasn't right for him to be making the decisions, and he created some kind of parliamentary system.
That's true.
And this is a parliament. That's the term I'm hearing.
Yes.
And he created this parliament and endowed it with the powers to rule the nature realms.
That's true.
And maybe that was a mistake.
Yes,
because he himself would never have made those crazy choices.
No.
So maybe we back up and correct that error.
Whoa. And I feel like we're in his throne room, but it's small.
It's not
Humble.
Ostentatious.
No.
Yes, it's humble.
Humble throne.
It's just a place where people come. It's like a chair. It has a chair, and there are chairs for the visitors. And his chair is a nice chair, but he sits in it all day, and the visitors come and go, come and go.
That's true. Yeah, I can see him sitting there.
I can too. And he's trying to do, his intentions are good.
That is true.
And now we know, now he tried it.
Now we tried it.
So we can show in the videos. Here's
how it went.
ends up.
That's true.
That's a bad idea. We can save you a lot of time. I see his
true.
eyes so sad, like they get really wide for a second, and then he gets sad because he knows that rooster and he knows that other person. And
right, that's true.
wow, he definitely hoped that they would make better choices.
That's true.
But he sees it, and he's signing something. So he's just going back to, now I'm just going to run this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to run it.
That's true.
And let's work that
Oneness chakra.
Game theory would say that's a higher soul of Pan.
That's my story.
I love how this king just goes back to the work.
That's true.
He doesn't get hung up on it. There's no boom. He just says, "Oh wow."
Oh.
Well, all right.
Okay. That's true.
Well, now there are whole bunches of errors to be undone. Because
that's
everything that
true.
collective
It's all
did,
kaboom.
yes.
Right there.
You just
That's
pull it
true.
down.
Juicy, juicy.
Pull it down.
Oh, very good.
Everything that collective did and everything that came out of everything that collective did
That's true.
is now accessible to be undone.
Asking
The
the
right higher
higher
soul
soul.
of Team Takedown.
who knows nothing matters more than the constant presence of truth.
And knows that what's needed is to provide a collective restart. And that no one else is going to do it.
That's true.
It's up to us to come make it right.
Make the aim even more precise. The center of the bullseye and sending it up. Playing the grace.
Playing the grace.